All right, now that you have your initial keywords ready, let's expand on that list using a few tools. You can absolutely do this research for free, and whether or not you wish to use the premium tools or upgrade to the paid versions of the different software is completely up to you. Some of the paid versions will do more for you and will give you more information, but free tools can still get the job done. I generally recommend that if you're just going through the process for one or two sites, just go ahead and stick with the free versions. Otherwise, if you're going to be doing this on a more frequent basis, then at that time you may want to upgrade to a premium tool that will help you with keyword research process, plus a whole lot more of the things that we're going to talk about later in this course. Okay, so let's see how we can go ahead and expand our list. Now, if you have an existing website, you definitely want to take a look at what keywords visitors are using to find your website currently. If the website is already ranking for certain keywords, we want to take advantage of that, and we can give them a little boost if we need to increase their ranking. Let's say if they're on the third page and we just need to do a little extra work to give them the boost that they need to get to the first page. Now, if the website already has Google Analytics set up, you can find the keywords by going to Acquisition, All Traffic, and Channels. Now, scrolling down, you'll be able to see where the traffic is coming from. And if the website does have organic traffic, you can click on Organic Search. Now, this website isn't getting a lot of traffic so far, but it is getting 29 searches, it says, in the past month. So we can click into here and we can see a list of keywords below. Now you'll notice there's only two keywords, so that isn't telling us much. But the first one says not provided, and the second one says that there's 3 searches for this really long, odd keyword. Obviously that one is resulting in 100% bounce rate. It's not doing anything for us. It seems completely unrelated. However, Google is not providing us with the other 26 terms. So that's almost 90% of the traffic here Google is hiding from us. So it's not allowing us to take advantage of what we're already ranking for. So there's a little trick to get around this. Also under Acquisition, you can go to Search Engine Optimization, and you'll notice that there's 3 options: Queries, Landing Pages, and Geographical Summary. Clicking on any of those, you'll see that it's going to ask you to go ahead and connect to your Google Search Console account. And this is one of the reasons we want to go ahead and get this set up from the beginning. So by enabling this, we're going to be able to see some of the keywords that we are actually ranking for. You'll see here it says that we can identify the landing pages on our site that have a good click-through rate, but have poor or average positions in search results. So this could be the pages that we want to concentrate on, that we want to give a boost in rankings to. And on the flip side, we can see which keywords our site is ranking for, but people aren't clicking through. So we may need to adjust the wording in our titles or descriptions, for example. Okay, now we're going to get to the screen that says for the Search Console settings that we are going to be able to associate our 2 accounts. It will be able to display more data in the reports for us. Now, we talked about verifying your Google Webmaster Tools or Google Search Console account earlier. You need to have a verified website in order to connect the 2. So here we can click Edit. It's going to take us to our Search Console account, and we can go ahead and link these 2 properties. So now we've gone ahead and done that, and we can return to Google Analytics reports. We can go back down to queries, and now we have this information. So now you'll see here we have a list where it says, now you'll notice Google is still hiding quite a bit of information here. However, it's giving us a lot more than what we already have. It shows us, for instance, Prosper Landscaping Contractors. We have had 54 impressions for that. That resulted in 0 clicks to the website with an average position in Google of 32. That's not a keyword we want to go for. That's not a big deal, but we can continue to go down the list and see if anything else is coming up. Now, it's talking about Landscape Prosper, Prosper Lawn Service. So this may be the name of our company that the visitors are searching for, or this could be for another company. We'd have to go in and see what else is coming up there. Now here it says Landscaping Centerville, Virginia. It says that we've had 5 impressions, 0 clicks, and we have an average position of 11. Now keep in mind this is an average position. So you may go into Google right now for this particular keyword and you might not see the website anywhere, or you might find it on page 5. You might find it higher. This is just an average of the past 30 days. So if your rankings are fluctuating, you'll notice a difference between this report and where the site is currently ranking now. But this will give you an idea of where Google is actually ranking the website, and you'll be able to see which ones are getting click-throughs, which ones need some work. So here I'm seeing that we are actually getting some decent rankings, but I'm going to go ahead and check this one, for example. Lawn Care Service, Centerville, Virginia. It says an average of 7.5 as the ranking. So let's see. I don't even see it coming up on the first page. Not seeing it so far on the second page. Now I see a YouTube video popping up on the third page, but I don't see the website actually popping up anywhere for that. So this is resulting in a 0% click-through rate. This could be that the website is not ranked at all and it was able to pop up to that higher position for a very limited number of time. But when it was in that position, it wasn't resulting in any clicks. So we'll need to go to our top landing pages as well and see what's going on here. We'll be able to see which pages people are actually clicking on. So here we have our home page. Most people are clicking through on our home page. Out of 300 impressions almost, we're only getting 12 clicks. So if we look at our landing page title, our landing page description, keywords, etc., and what is actually going to appear in the Google search results, obviously only 4% of people are actually clicking through on that. That means it probably needs a little bit of work. Same for the contact page, testimonials. It looks like when services and pricing were actually displayed, the one person actually did click through to it. So that may or may not need adjustments. Obviously, one person is not quite enough to go off of. And then if you are serving different countries, you're going to be able to see where they're coming from. So if we are obviously only serving one area in the United States, that the rest of these visits are not going to pertain to us. But this is how you can really get some great information in your Google Analytics account. So do make sure that you are connecting it with your Google Search Console. Now, if you're not set up with your Google Search Console, what you'll want to do is go to SEMrush, which you can do anyway, and you'll want to type in your website. You can select the country if it is for a different country, and you can use the free version here to do this. But you'll be able to go down and you'll be able to see which keywords the website is appearing for. You can get a full report. So again, this one isn't really coming up for much of anything. We have a lot of work to do. But this is worth checking because your website may be appearing for keywords that you don't even realize. Now the next thing we can do is we can go to a tool called Ubersuggest, and we can type in one of our main keywords. And you can do this without adding in a location key, and you can go down and you can get some general keyword ideas here. So we have lawn mowing services, and then we can always add the geomodifier to the end. So we can say lawn mowing services, Centerville, Virginia, or Centerville. Here it's already added in a location, so obviously we'll skip those. Lawn mowing business, Centerville. So we can just go through here and we can see if anything jumps out at us, and we can add that to our keyword list. Now the next thing you can do is you can go into the Google Keyword Planner, which you can use for free as well. And what we'll want to do is we'll want to search for new keywords. Now what we can do is go down to all locations. We can type in the actual location where the business is located or serves. and we can click add. And if we're going to be serving some surrounding areas, we can also click nearby. Now what this is going to do is this is going to pop up a map, and this is going to allow us to expand our area as well. So this will give you all the nearby locations, and you can quickly add those to your list, and you'll be able to select them like this. And then when you're done selecting any surrounding areas that you want, then you can click done. I'm going to go ahead and remove Chantilly just because they're not serving there. I can save that as the location, and I can click on Get Ideas. You're going to notice that there's two tabs here, Add Group Ideas and Keyword Ideas. In Keyword Ideas, I can go down and I can look at the specific ideas that are coming up that are related to the term I entered. So we have lawn mowing service, lawn mowing tips, lawn mowing services. Now keep in mind the search volume that is displaying is also specifically for the Centerville area. What I like to do is I also like to remove the geo modifier and look for these general keyword terms like lawn mowing services, lawn care companies, keywords like that, and see which of those keywords have the highest search volume, because Google Keyword Planner isn't going to give you the exact monthly searches. This is just going to give you a general number. I often find that even though, for example, these say 10, that I can actually get quite a bit more search volume from these keywords when I rank for them. So do keep that in mind. So I can grab some of these that actually have a little bit of search volume. And if I go back into Add Group Ideas, I can look to see if there's anything that kind of jumps out at me for what I'm serving. I can see if there's any keywords that actually jump out at me that will be related to my business. So let's see, we have lawn mowing services, cheap lawn mowing services, mowing services, mowing service. So any of these ideas I can copy and paste into my overall list. Now, one thing that I want you to pay attention to is not the competition column, because this is the competition within Google AdWords for people who are actually paying for ads. We're not doing that, so we don't want to pay attention to that column. Rather, here, the suggested bid column is what I want you to pay attention to. So we see we have the lawn service for 77 cents, lawn care service for $8.22. Let's see if there's anything else. Not in this particular list. But for instance, here I have lawn care service for $8.22. That's a pretty decent amount to pay per click, especially in this small of an area. So if somebody is paying that much money to be ranked on the first page, to me that means they are making money from that keyword, or they would not continue to pay for it. So if it's already up to that high of a bid, there's a pretty good chance that these people are making money and that that is going to be a keyword worth ranking for. That means they're able to convert their visitors into customers. So this number 10 here, I'm a little doubtful on that. I think that's going to be a little bit higher. You can also scroll up to the top here if we go back, and you can see the search volume over time for these different keywords. So you can see a lot of these put together. So all of these lawn mowing and lawn mowing service related keywords, you can see how many total monthly searches they're adding up to. Now you'll notice that it goes up and down, but that is very expected with this particular location, because here we're getting into the winter months. It's cold. Nobody is hiring a landscaper or anyone to mow their lawn. This is where lawns really start to grow. The grass is growing. People are starting to hire. So this is to be expected. Now you can also just go into Google and you can type in lawn mowing, let's say, and you can see what drops up below. Now what I like to do is search in Google in an incognito window, and I can search for, let's say, lawn care, and I can see what else comes up. So lawn care services, I can type in mowing. So you can get some different ideas of areas or other keywords that might pop up. Now if I actually search for their particular keyword, I can also scroll to the bottom of the site, And I can see what related searches people are typing in when they also are looking for the lawn mowing keyword. So lawn mowing rates, prices, tips, techniques, jobs, patterns, online, blah, 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 etc. So this might give me some general ideas too. So I like to take all my main keywords, type them into Google, and see what related searches come up for those as well. Throw those onto my keyword list. You can also just look at the search results here, what has come up. You can see what other people are writing, best lawn care services, best Gainesville lawn services. We could do a best Centerville lawn services, lawn care in a specific location, lawn mowing service, so we can see what people are actually putting in their titles. Now, you don't always have to stick with page 1. You can go to page 5, 6, 7, 10. It doesn't matter. This is just going to generate some keyword ideas. Just because somebody is ranking on page 10, that may mean they just haven't optimized their website. They're not attempting to rank for these particular keywords for one reason or another. So this might give you some more ideas. Now we can also go back to the Google Keyword Planner, and we can throw in our URL here, and then we can do a search there. That's going to give us some ideas for keywords based on our website as it is already. So here again, it's going to go into keyword ideas. These are the best keywords based on what we already have. So landscape edging, people are already paying for that. Although it's not as high of a suggested bid, but this is giving us new keywords. We can also go back to add group ideas and look through the different ideas here as well. Now, in addition to just my website, I like to go in and I like to look at some competitor websites that came up on the first page as well and see if I can get some different keyword ideas from them. And I can try this with many different sites. So this is giving me a few different options here. Looks like people are wanting to buy lawnmowers, so this might not be right in line, but some competitors are going to give you better ideas than others. So you just have to pop in a few of them and see what might come up for you. Now, once I have my full list, I'm going to go back and copy my list, and I'm going to go back to the Google Keyword Planner, and I am going to get search volume. I'm going to go ahead and paste in my full list here. Again, I can add the geo modifier here for any of the areas that I'm looking for and hit get search volume. Now here it looks like I have a suggested bid at $8.79, so lawn care, Centerville, Virginia. That looks like that might be a good keyword to actually go for. I definitely think that I would be able to generate more than 20 monthly searches per month, and this looks like a keyword that's actually going to convert due to the high price right there. So I see a lot of these are 10. We have lawn care services, lawn maintenance. So I'm going to grab a couple of these, even though that they say 10, and I'm going to check out the competition and see what else is going on with that. We have 823 for landscaping, so landscaping Centerville. It also has 20 searches. Again, I think there's probably going to be more, especially if people are bidding at 823. That's another one that I'm going to grab. So it looks like those are the biggest ones. I'm going to add those to my list, and then we're going to go ahead and check out the competition to see what's going on, to make sure that we can, to see how easy it's going to be to actually rank for those particular keywords. Once we do that, we'll start integrating these keywords into the site when we look at on-page optimization here shortly.